Hey there fans, welcome to another project update. This is where we go through the accomplishments from the prior month and let you know what's coming down the pipeline in the current month. So as usual, I'll take you through what's been completed, what's ongoing, what's next, and then we get into our special topics. Before we get into that, give you guys an update on my arm. As you can see, it's in a sling. The surgery that took place last Thursday went through successfully. Good amount of pain. They knocked me out. Pain the following day, I should say. Been on meds. I got to the point where the pain is manageable and tolerable, and I got off the meds as of Sunday afternoon. So been doing pretty good. We'll see the doctor next coming Monday to get an update to see what's the next steps, physical therapy, etc., and how quickly I can get back to normal. Right. So thank you everybody for your thoughts and your prayers and your support. A lot of you guys mentioned that you wish I get better soon, so thank you for that, right? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see what we completed in the prior month, in the month of February. So, not a whole lot when we look at the list of items, but accomplishments are accomplishments nonetheless. So, we took care of the scores and the sound effects for scene 12 and 13. Obviously, we posted that. We'll talk in greater detail towards the latter part in our special topics section. We posted the bulkhead tech spec, right? I did that the night before I went to surgery, so we posted that. A lot of you guys liked that. Awesome. What's ongoing? Spoke with Vicky about 2 days ago. She gave me an update that scene 1810, which is what she's working on, is about 83% completed. February short month. Hopefully the full 31 days this month will help her get to the 100% completion mark. So we'll see if due to the complexity of scene 18, I don't know if once she's done I can transition her to something else. I'll take a look, but as of right now, this may be her last scene to animate. Keep in mind, Vicky came on as a storyboard artist. We were short animators. She was willing and kind enough to shift gears and learn a different trait, right? Because there's different forms of art. So she went from storyboard arting to, doing block 3D animation. She learned it on Softimage, and then she learned it on Blender when we switched on over. So kudos to Vicky for being flexible, right? The smoothing of scene 14, I'm about 75% done as of the end of February. I'm looking to finish that off within the next week or two. I've been using my left to move things as much as possible. I am placing my arm in a position that's non-painful in certain cases where my left I can't get it to move the way I want it to. So I've been working around it. Hopefully this coming Monday I'll have discussions with the doctor and I'll be able to move my arm a little bit more. As of right now, I think I'm about 15%. There's 15% remaining to smooth on scene 14, so I should get it done within the next week. Scene 18-1B, what I plan to do is once I'm done with scene 14, I'm going to see if I can spend a little bit of time on scene 18-1B, see if I can finish that out if possible. What's next? Smoothing of scene 15, right? Once 14 is done, got to get right into 15. So 14 is about a little over 7 minutes long. 15 is a little over 2 minutes long. So I don't have to do a whole lot for scene 15, to be quite honest with you. So I hope to finish scene 15 quickly and then continue on with 18, whatever needs to be done. Smokescreen tech spec will be next. One of you fans out there requested smokescreen next, so we'll go ahead and deliver it. When? Not really quite sure. It just depends on how the schedule lines up and what happens with the old arm. Audio for scene 14 is currently being worked on. I spoke with Nolan. Now, due to some work dependencies, as well as I think he's got some vacation time coming up. He notified me yesterday that he's going to be really swamped. He's short-staffed at his job. So for this current scene that's coming up next, scene 14, we may have to switch things around. I asked him if he could just at the very least take care of the scores for me, which he said he would. We may have to just go with basic audio for this current scene, and obviously we'll correct it or finalize it or improvise on it for the final Blu-ray. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up there. Okay, special topics. Let's see. So let's go ahead and discuss scene 12 and 13 that we posted last month. Scene 12, essentially takes us back to Earth, back to the Autobots that are on Earth, RC, Bulkhead, Wheeljack, Springer, and Rodimus. And they are at the mask facility where the Combaticons basically leveled it, and they're witnessing the aftermath of the Combaticons' destruction. As they're investigating the scene, looking for survivors, they come across General Bryce, who unfortunately, was injured within the battle. He had some debris that was on top of him. Rodimus found them, managed to get it off. So what was interesting about here is we've got some interaction with the Autobots meeting General Bryce, but also Agent Fowler gets into the mix as he's monitoring everything. He's monitoring the situation from Hangar E, manages to ask General Bryce some questions and so on and so forth, and the story continues to play out. We get some more details regarding the relationship or the past encounters, I should say, between the Autobots and the Combaticons and the Wreckers. We get a little bit more information on how that whole scenario went down, right? Wheeljack remembers what took place, and we get some details regarding the how Rodimus and Springer came about and how they found them, they chased them, and so on and so forth, and a little bit of a recap to bring us to the beginning of our story, right? So that was basically scene 12. One final note on that is the interactions between certain Autobots. Some of you guys picked up on that, so that was pretty good. I don't want to mention it right now because as the story progresses, we'll see more and more little details come out. So anyhow, moving on to scene 13. Scene 13 takes us back to Cybertron. It actually takes us over to Ratchet. So this scene was particularly interesting for me because for you guys out there that remember Beast Wars, after Optimus Primal in the first season, he goes up in a protoform, some type of a protoform ship. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the episode, but he kind of goes up into the second moon that was by the aliens. I don't really quite remember. There's an explosion that takes place, and in the next episode, which is the beginning of scene 2, it almost seems like Optimus Primal sacrificed his life because I think he was supposed to exit, but he was double-crossed by Megatron. So Rhinox, being the loyal friend that he is to Optimus Primal, he can't accept it. He goes on a quest to find Optimus Primal's spark, and in similar fashion, Ratchet is doing pretty much the same thing. I just finished watching yesterday. I'm taking my wife through the episodes so she can understand our story. So she's watching all the episodes with me. So we watched yesterday the one with the Cybonic Plague, and when Optimus gets infected, Ratchet is very, very adamant. I mean, he's basically yelling at RC who managed to get onto the Nemesis ship, about the cures. He's like, darn it, check and double check. I'm not going to allow Megatron to outlive Prime, right? So he's very, very adamant about Prime, and naturally so. And as we know how the story progresses, there's a friendship, an old friendship, and a level of respect that Ratchet has for Optimus Prime. So likewise, we continue with that, and he's just not going to idly sit by and let Optimus sacrifice himself. He's going to do whatever he can in order to, save his old friend. Now, will he achieve it? Will he be successful? You're going to have to tune on in and continue following us along to see where the story goes. And that's pretty much what I got to say about that. So our next scene, scene 14, is going to be posted on the 26th of this March, which will be the last Saturday, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is my time. And so should anything happen because of my arm, which I don't foresee it, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know. If you guys follow us on Facebook, we're Prime Animations. We normally do events, and calendar events, and we put the time there. So if there's any changes that take place, if you're able to, better to follow us on Facebook for those changes and updates, right? So mark your calendars, March 26th, 11 a.m. Also coming in this month, we're going to do another Q&A session. I promised you guys a couple of project updates back that we would be doing a Q&A session, and so we're going to be doing another one. We did one last year, But I keep getting some more questions. Some of the questions I keep getting are I answered them in that first video, but I've got some new ones. So what I want to do is with this next Q&A, I'm going to handle some new questions, and I also want to clarify one of the prior questions because we did make an update. So I definitely want to update that. So guys, that's basically it. That's what I have for you guys. If you guys continue to follow us, continue to join along. We hope that you're enjoying the story. We hope that you're enjoying the flow of it and how it complements the original, the masterpiece of the original series, right? We hope many of you feel the way that we feel, that this is a much better complement of a sequel versus RID. Again, RID had its items that were good, but it also had a lot of opportunities. And in my opinion, my personal opinion, it did not do Transformers Prime any justice as a sequel. So, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. As always, see you guys later. Till all are one. Peace out.